Once upon a time in a big city, there was a kid named Peter who had a secret. He was Spider-Man, the friendly neighborhood superhero. He could shoot webs from his wrists and swing through the city like a monkey in a jungle. But being a superhero wasn't all fun and games. Sometimes Peter got into big fights with some pretty scary villains, and today was one of those days. The problem started when Peter was just hanging out in his favorite hangout spot, the Daily Bugle, where he worked as a photographer. Suddenly, a big burly man in a leather jacket walked in, and Peter recognized him right away. It was a Rhino, one of Spider-Man's enemies. The Rhino had super strength and could charge like a bull. But Peter wasn't scared. He knew just what to do. He ran to the bathroom and changed into his Spider-Man suit. Then he swung open the door and shouted, "Hold it right there, Rhino!" The Rhino turned around and saw Spider-Man standing in front of him. "You're just in time for a beatdown, Spider-Man," the Rhino said, and with that, he charged. Peter dodged the Rhino's attack and shot a web at him. The web stuck to the Rhino's face and made him stop. "What? What is this?" the Rhino shouted, trying to wipe the web off his face. "It's sticky, gooey web. My special sticky gooey web," Peter said with a smile. Then he shot another web at the Rhino and hit him right in the nose. The Rhino sneezed so hard that he fell over backwards. But the Rhino wasn't done yet. He got up and charged at Spider-Man again. This time Peter was ready. He dodged the Rhino's charge and shot a web at his feet. The web stuck to the Rhino's shoes and made him trip. Then Peter shot a web at the Rhino's hands and tied them together. "What? How? Why?" the Rhino shouted, struggling to free himself from the webs. "Because your big lug hands are better suited for charging and beating up people than for being sneaky," Peter said. The Rhino blushed at the thought of someone thinking he was a big baby. "I am not a baby," he shouted. "I am the mighty Rhino, feared by all who know me." Peter just shook his head and smiled. He knew the Rhino was all bark and no bite. Suddenly, a voice boomed from behind them. "Rhino, my good man, what are you doing?" The voice belonged to a tall thin man wearing a green suit. It was a Green Goblin, another one of Spider-Man's enemies. He was also the one responsible for making the Rhino's suit and giving him his powers. "I was just leaving," the Rhino said, trying to sound tough. But he sounded more like a little kid who'd been caught stealing cookies. The Green Goblin looked at Spider-Man and sneered. "So Spider-Man, you picked a fine time to come out of your hole. How about I take out the trash for you?" With that, the Green Goblin threw a pumpkin bomb at Spider-Man. But Peter was too quick for him. He dodged the bomb and shot a web at the Green Goblin's face. The Green Goblin screamed as a sticky web stuck to his expensive suit. "You'll pay for that, Spider-Man," he shouted, wiping the web off his face. Then he flew away on his glider, promising to get back at Spider-Man. Peter watched him go and then turned back to the Rhino. The big villain was trying to free himself from the webs, but he wasn't very good at it. So Peter shot a few more webs and tied him up good. Then he handed the Rhino over to the police and they all lived happily ever after. Well, maybe not happily, but definitely ever. And that's the end of our story about Spider-Man and some of his enemies. Do you have a favorite Spider-Man villain? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, be sure to follow for more fun adventures. Until next time, stay safe, Stay awesome and keep an eye out for villains because you never know when they might show up. Don't forget subscribe my channel.